Hey there, everyone! I'm Nekotan, Gray Fox RJ's original character from Phantasy Star Online 2, and I'm here to be your correspondent for more elaborate PSO2 or SEGA game-related videos. You can follow Gray Fox RJ on his personal account and on his Twitch/YouTube streams, but Shin Gray Fox is a brand channel for more consistent content for all SEGA and niche stuff related. And I'm here to help him. From now on, you'll see me popping up in videos, sharing thoughts, reactions, and maybe even causing a little mischief along the way. Whether it's commentary, discussions, or just hanging out, I'll be bringing my own flair to the table. So, stick around, because things are about to get a whole lot more Nekotan style. The one main source of revenue of PSO2 is AC scratches, aka fashion banners. A gacha system that provides a set of different fashion items for your character, some being very expensive and rare, for example weapon camos, and despite all the criticism on it, SEGA has always used this way of monetizing the game, while also funding its own development. Fashion has been such a staple on PSO that there were even fashion art books released to celebrate the original designs of SEGA-owned banners. Of course, in recent years were very challenging, and for whatever reason, SEGA slowed things down on the gaming per SE content side with NGS for its player base's demise. Alas, we are not today here to talk about the game's fault, and more on the weeb side of things. Collab AC scratches. I won't talk too much about the past. For understanding Fantasy's star source of revenue since PSO1, I recommend checking Kathy and Sky Video, and for past collabs, Engine War had a pretty extensive video, but she unlisted it, so I'll refrain from sharing the link for the time being. So, my top 5 AC scratches won't limit themselves to anime, and won't be a single video. I'll try bringing collab scratch ideas every roadmap release, so it doesn't become stale. Well, this is here not only because SEGA has this thing for hot animes, like happened in the past with Re:Zero, and more recently with Oshinoko and Frieren, so I don't see why this would not be possible. Dan Cosmetics would likely be the trio Momo, Ken Takakura, and Baba Seiko, of course. Maybe they could also fit Gigi and Shiratori. Ken and Momo would pretty much sport their usual outfits, and Bossand with her undergarments. If the collab were to be only the three, maybe having the Turbo Takakura with its grim look. Weapon camos wise, translucid blue hands for Fighter from Momo, the bat for Seiko. Turbo Granny as a MAG and Blueprint for creative spaces is kind of expected, and the chin mask from the transformed Ken Takakura as well. Muv Love is a classic visual novel series that really brings a smile to my face. A diverse cast of intriguing heroines, titanic aliens everywhere, big mechas with mixed ranged weapons and katanas for CQC. For the cast fans, having a mix of waifus and some really nice TSF. Wait, has there been already one? Ugh. Okay, but they still have the gacha Muv Love dimensions with some pretty nice new visuals and... Is it ending service soon? Being a Muv Love fan these days is really saddening. Well, okay. So let's settle with the new Mobile Suit Gundam GeeKo-X, right? Blue Protocol is dead, so I can see Bandai licensing this new one, and it is something the player base has been asking for a decade. With the recent Rurouni Kenshin collab, it is just up to their desire to do this. It has a pretty cool set of female protagonists, some nice standard fashion, and, of course, the new Gundam is absolute bonkers. A far cry from the less rounded designs. I especially like the Aurelia horn thing. So, I really think these cast parts would give a new twist to the already well-serviced NGS spec parts, besides the very cool Kotobukiya frame arm stuff. And please, bring a lot of blueprints for my creative space, including more hanger parts. The FA ones were not enough. Mentioned the other day by Kagurisu, Hololive has left a void after its first scratch in 2022 featuring Nanami Aina, Shirakami Fubuki, and Kageyama Shuren. Most of the hyper idols were not present, so I'll take Kagurisu's concept suggestion and say right away, Korone, Yusada Pokora, Ayandarizu, and Gura. A pretty solid lineup of English, Japanese, and Indonesia talents. Shout out to Kagurisu for such an outstanding taste, although I don't see Marine anywhere in the list.
Sus.
Sadly, it doesn't seem that Sega and Cover Corporation are set to come back anytime soon. Some speculate the really bad interactions some of their talents had with global players when NGS still didn't have a streamer mode in place are the reason for this not happening again. Usual Sega L. Or maybe Nijisanji got an exclusive deal with them, who knows? Despite the reduced number of characters, Hololive did their best to promote the game on stream and on promotional videos, even having a campaign that really showed Cover was set to not be simply passive about the licensing deal, so I hope this bridge is not yet burned. Really big L. This seems to be so in the face, so obvious, so in meta, and all the players on the table have it in their reach. Denjiki Bunko is an old-time partner of Sega, with the regular Academy, ReZero, the very recent Toru Manjitsu no Index, and, of course, the famous F2P banner of sword art for PSO2 Episode 6. Being in spin-off of the later, Gun Gale Online fits like a glove on NGS. People that join a firearm-era game to hunt and survive. Len with its pink PC-90, Pito Hui with her assault rifle and beam saber, M with its military camouflage attire and huge sniper rifle, and Fuka with her grenade launcher are meant for a crossover. Besides clothing, weapon camos would please everybody that doesn't cast magic here, so rangers, gunners, and slayers can win on this one. I would even go further and say that this would not only be a good AC scratch, but imagine if we got a full-on limited time quest and sideline story with it. Sega and Denjiki. Come on, make it happen. Of course, the one and biggest reason I opened this channel was to share my passion for my Nicks. Goddess of Victory. Nick is a very popular gacha game that features female Robocops fighting a war against mechanical aliens, so humanity can finally retake the surface, while facing existential crisis and seeking for the love of you, the commander. With its amazing story, good soundtrack, good character designs, great gameplay, and lots of good stuff, Shift Up has crowned themselves one of the kings in the gacha market. Nick cosplayers are everywhere in PSO2, and we really share the love we have for the series and its characters. It seems like a great reason to collab. The one problem I see here is, it is going to be impossible to please everybody. They would likely go with the first trio or quad, being them Rappy, Anise, Neon, and Marion, so no Dorothy for you, my fellow ARC commander. But please see the good side. If this ever happens, we most likely will get Doro Megs and blueprints. Hail to the Doro, baby. Cory in the House and NGS might seem like an unusual pairing, but a collaboration between the two could be an incredible mix of nostalgia and sci-fi action. Given a meme status of Cory in the House as the greatest anime of all time, incorporating Cory Baxter as a playable character or a themed quest in PSO2 could attract both longtime fans and internet culture enthusiasts. His charisma and problem-solving skills, honed from his time in the White House, would make him a natural ARKS operative, navigating intergalactic politics and battling the Starless with ease. A crossover event could introduce exclusive Cory-themed items, such as a ravenous rib, weapon camo, or a presidential drip outfit, adding a humorous yet iconic touch to the game. I really hope you liked the video. Fox normally posts his output on Porozine, his online magazine, which kinda needs some update, though the cosplay files and posters are there, and we see you guys are enjoying it to the fullest. He kickstarted this more elaborate channel for PSO2, one of his passions, but there is more on horizon. The future of Porozine as a hobby leans more towards covering way more than PSO2, including Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi future releases. Also, Virtua Fighter 6 is coming, so Fox is going to host and promote a lot of leagues for South Americans and also open World Room matches on stream. Hope you stick around and have fun with what we bring to YouTube. We would also love to give some shoutouts to Karai Hisokana and their cosplay fanbase, Ascension Cosplay, the Endeavor community by Itaichi, the only legit Brazilian official content creator, Kathy, Arima, Shiny, Tanyap, Pico Pico, Series, Levi, Lin, Siba, Dirty Nubex, Cho Cho, Wiry, Eon Alliance, and all Stellar Alliance family and Ship 2 as a whole. And big ups to Ninja Cheeto from Ship 1. You rock. Also, Raphael DFL, Semrasto, Akai VF, Lightwing Dragon, B Ninja, and Zin from the proudest community we make part of, VF1. And to all my friends on Alho Poro, of course. See you around.